Hi, Devin. Wish we were doing this in person, but this will do for now. Hope you're doing well. We've seen you guys for a few days now in camp and in talking to some of your teammates. It seems like some of you guys feel like you still don't get the respect that you deserve defensively. Can you just talk about kind of you guys' mindset heading into this training camp, heading into this season? What you guys are kind of hoping to get out of this as a defense and kind of how you can build on last year.
Yeah, as far as us as a defense, as a collective unit, I think we really emphasizing on situational football. It was a lot of things that we did good last year. We got better as the year went on, but it was still some areas that we wish to improve in. As far as 2 minute, situations, closing our half, closing our games, and red zone situations, knowing where I help at and stuff, and just being a better overall defensive unit. But I think that we taking the initiative and putting in the work to get that job done.
Mike Edwards said that the Gravediggers was originally a secondary thing and that you just kind of stuck your face in there and you kind of took it and ran with it yourself. And now it seems to kind of be the identity of your defense. Can you just talk about that and kind of embracing that whole Gravedigger mentality and what it means to you?
Yeah, yeah. Mike Edwards is telling a story as well, but that's for another day. But yeah, I think it just it kind of go with the pirate ship and just skeleton. Guess what you got to do with a Buccaneer? You got to dig a grave, you got to put him to sleep. So that was kind of the mindset with it. But I mean, he could take the credit. They could take the credit for it. They know where it originally came from, and they know the original meaning behind it. But at the end of the day, man, we didn't have identity for a long time, and when that came up, that was something we all stuck with, and it all kind of just fell right into place with what we was doing, how we was playing. We was playing nasty, mean, tough football, and we just thought that was a great name. But at the end of the day, we gotta live up to that name if we're gonna keep throwing it out there like that.
Next, we'll go to Rick Stroud.
Hey, Devin, the other day there was a play where Ronald Jones caught a ball on the edge and Vita Vea ran him down from behind. I don't know if you remember that play. It was pretty remarkable. When you watch Vita run guys down at 340 pounds, I mean, does that just get you fired up for what he could do in 17 games?
Oh yeah, most definitely. And I remember the exact play. How could I not? Yeah, he really showed a quick speed of burst, a quick burst there. And it was very exciting to see. He got all us fired up. But, just having his presence there alone, before we even talk about the playmaking ability, just give us a whole new level, whole new identity as a defense. And it especially makes a guy like myself happy when I look up in front of him and I see number 50 down there. But, man, just God blessed him in tremendous ways. He's a special athlete. He got a special talent. But at the end of the day, he got to be able to put that talent to work and, to help his team. And the number one thing about Vita, he's a very unselfish guy, and he's all about helping the team. So, I mean, he showed that by coming back, probably before he should have. Last year, he was feeling maybe 95%, and, you usually want guys to feel 100%, but he's a team first player, and that's what I love about him. That's why I love playing with him. So just knowing we can get him, for to start this season healthy and pray that he stay healthy and do the right things, to keep himself healthy. I think, man, he'll be really fun to watch because we can use him in a lot of ways. And I think, we know what he can do, but I know the world will be able to see soon.
And it's hard to repeat as champions, right? You got the target on your back, but you've also got a couple guys that have been in this situation before, and Tom and Rob Gronkowski. How much advice or counsel or experience does that help you guys with this chore?
I think the number one thing is we have a lot of great leaders on our team, and we have a great head coach. And right now, he don't cut us no slack. You can go watch the film, and you could think, and you would look at him like we had a great practice, but you would never hear that from him. The thing is, we got to get better. We got to get sharper. And if it's one little small thing that we doing good at, we also can improve. And he keeping us with that mentality. And I think we all got that mentality for ourselves because, a lot of things can go our way last year or games that we really, man, truly don't want to ever happen again as we play together. So we still got to get better ourselves, man. We went on and did what we did last year, but, man, I can tell you now, I mean, y'all watch practice. We put that behind us, and we going back to work. And we got a clean slate. We know the season is going to be 0-0. We got a long road ahead of us, but we're going to take it one game at a time, and we're going to play the best Tampa Bay Buccaneers ball that we can play. And wishfully and hopefully, and we're going to try to make it turn into a W every time, and that's just the goal, man, just to be better every game.
Next, we'll go to Greg Allman.
Hey, Devin, I know you probably see this all the time with Tom Brady, but he's kind of opening up a little bit. You kind of see him relaxing more, enjoying himself. Have you seen him kind of loosen up, maybe enjoy himself a little bit more this start to this season?
To me, he always been a loose guy from the first day I met him. He's just like one of us. He joke around. He do all the things we do. He eat in the cafeteria with us. Whatever we do, he do. So, I'm still seeing the same person. I think I'm seeing a better person, on the field, a better person on the field. He's more comfortable out there. He's still as serious as he was from day one. He don't let nobody slack. He don't slack himself. So, I think he's still the same person. Just think he's just getting older in age. That's about it.
Thanks, Devin.
Next, we'll go to Steve Isbitz.
Hey, Devin, is there one guy in camp this summer who's standing out to you a little bit more than you expected?
Well, I didn't have no expectations on nobody else but myself as far as this camp. But it's a lot of guys that I can name. As far as on the defensive side, offensive side, man, you see a lot of guys making great plays. So, I think that'll be a hard question for myself because, man, you just watch the tape, as I go and watch practice, and I see everybody getting better, and that's the one thing that we preached on in minicamp is like, if you're not moving forward, you don't need to be out here with us because we all about moving forward. And, as far as defense on day one, before we ever stepped on the field, Coach Bowles went around the whole room with and basically told every guy their weakness that was on the team last year and told them that they, we need to get better at it. So, there's no complacency over here. And I don't think, nobody is staying at, ground zero. I think everybody breaking above ground and getting better.
And have you started watching Dallas film yet? And if you have, when did you start and how much are you watching?
Nah, I ain't started watching yet. Man, I'm focusing on, just being a better unit right now. I think that's what training camp is for. When Dallas time come, I'll be 100% dialed in on them. But right now, I'm just focused on attacking these days and learning the new installs that Coach Bowles is putting in and just trying to be a better player than I was the day before.
We have time for a few more. Next, we'll go to Scott Reynolds.
Hey, Devin, you came perilously close to leading the Bucs in sacks last year. Is that your goal this year, to get double-digit sacks and maybe beat out JPP and Shaq for the team lead?
I think I'm the better pass rusher than those guys, but at the end of the day, every time when my number called, like I said last year going into the season, I want to be very dominant when I'm able to go. I want to make my presence felt in the backfield. I feel like my game is very versatile. And I think that's a great part of my game. So, I don't have a goal of double-digit sacks, but, man, if it come with it, with me playing hard, playing within the scheme, then I will be very highly appreciative of it.
Your pass coverage ability went to the next level down the stretch last year. You had some clutch interceptions in the postseason, obviously the one in the Super Bowl. What do you attribute your improvement to? Is it film study, better technique? What got you better in coverage as the season went on?
Yeah, I think it's just a collective effort of all those things that you just named. Growing up, when it was time to play pass coverage, it was always, chasing the running back around. Well, now you got to be even more versatile, playing a little zone, where you playing quarters, you playing cover 3, whatever you playing cover 2. You got to know how to spot drop. You got to know that you got to get there fast so you can set up and read the quarterback. You got to be able to be under control with your body. It's a lot of things that goes into playing defenses like that. And that was something that I wasn't as comfortable with, but I have got tremendously better. And that was something going into the end stretch of the season that I really prided myself with. I stayed at the practice and got extra drops and looked at film and old film on players who did do those things well. And just took advantage of it, because at the end of the day, Rome wasn't built overnight, and Devin White ain't going to become the best player overnight. So I took the time to put in the work and get it done.